made me, so I'm built for the grind. New air time. The truth defined the 7 chakra in line. I feel we finally coming out of a bind. New air time. A mastermind take you up on the climb. You know the science, see the symbols and signs. New air time. It's all sublime, put it all in my rhymes. And if you seeking, then I know you gon' find. New air time. It's so divine, I put my life on the line. Allah made me, so I'm built for the grind. New air time. The truth defined the 7 chakra in line. I feel we finally coming out of a bind. New air time.
It's chapter 7. Mind of an Asiatic, homie. Yo. See, any other time, I wouldn't pay you any mind. Put my best foot forward in every verse and every line. I used to dream, I used to pray about the day that I get signed into the truth. About this business just blew my mind. I swear to God, I used to think all I needed was a skill. High verse, catchy hook, dope look, then get a deal. I used to love the rock a sold out show just for the thrill until the real was revealed to my spirit like Jabril. I'm iconic.
Islam Moors. Islam, pardon for that, Moors. Did not know there was no sound. Gratitude for everybody that's here. Make sure you hit like and share. We have our brother Kil Ripkin on here today, a true Moorish American Moslem MC. I think that's of the utmost importance. It's amazing to see our brothers and sisters with skills in the musical arena, bringing their skills, sharing their skills with the world for good, because it's like some of us have these skills and we can use it for good or for evil. So it's amazing seeing people using it to bring light, to enlighten, and to bring awareness to the Moorish American paradigm, our identity, which I think is of the utmost importance, especially now. One thing I want to do though, almost forgot to give honors. We always rise giving the highest praise to the Most High, our Father God Allah. We extend honors to our divine prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Honors to the forerunner to the prophet, our brother Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Honors to everything Moorish. And honors to all the faithful light bringers, all the Moorish American Muslims watching right now, even the Asiatics that haven't come to that awareness that you are Moorish Americans. You're listening to the True and Living Light Bringer, Moors in America. As always, I'm your brother, Lloyd Douglas, also known as Sharif Ali. And you know, here, if you're not new to this, you know that here we are always uncovering and bringing glorious Islam. So pardon that. We having some technical difficulties, but it's all good. So here we uncover and bring glorious light to all issues pertinent to the Moorish American paradigm. That's why we have our brother, Moorish American Moslem Kil Ripkin, on here with us today. I think it's of the utmost importance that brothers and sisters with the skills are using their powers for good instead of evil. I mean, we see some things being promoted. This to our detriment. And so I think this is going to be a great broadcast. We're going to have a powerful build, and we're going to go ahead and get this started. Before we do that, Joe, just a few words from our sponsors. Also, if you wouldn't mind, make sure that you share this on Facebook, whatever social media platform you use, and we'll be getting right back to this. Don't go anywhere.
Alhamdulillah. You heard? More pheasants.
All right, Islam Moors. Apologize for the difficulties a little earlier, but we're here now. So just want to ask everybody to click like and share this video. Today we had a brother Kil Ripkin on here with us today. Actually, first time I heard of this brother, I heard the song that you heard on that short clip showing the Moorish American Fez Company, right? That song, More Fezes. If you haven't heard this album, definitely check this out. This brother's actually spitting, right? I was playing it in the car. The wife is like, "Oh, yo, this is good." You know, we actually, you know, this is something that we actually bumping in the, you know, in the streets. It is good, you know. And so I definitely wanted to have the brother on today just to, you know, to pick his brain, you know, speak to him, and also just to get the word out. So, you know, it's a pleasure having you on here today, brother. Please tell us something about yourself.
Peace. Islam to all the Moors and everybody tuned in tonight, man. I appreciate you having me on, bro. I've been you know, I've been tapping into your show for a minute, you know what I'm saying? So it's for me to be on as a guest, I'm on it, man. Let's start there. And you know, I'm Kil Ripkin, you know, I'm out of Brooklyn, New York, Coney Island. I now reside in North Carolina. And you know, I've been in hip hop since the beginning of time, man. That's just what it is. And when Allah found me, you know what I'm saying, I was able to, you know, intertwine the both of them together and make beautiful music while it's still being hip hop, you know what I'm saying, and not too preachy or conscious or whatever people want to call it. I'm an MC first, you know what I'm saying. Well, I'm a Moor first, you know, but, you know, also MC was better than me early. So, you know, you're not hearing a basic, you know, Moorish type of album, so to speak. It's hip hop, you know what I'm saying? More to be a Moor is to be hip hop also. So yeah, man, Kil Ripkin, the Guardian. Honor to be here.
Yeah, man. Once again, it's a pleasure having you on. So, you like, I feel
Yeah,
where you coming from.
your audio is kind of messed up.
Let me see what's going on here. Hang on.
Yeah, you coming in real cyborgish.
All right, we got that. I'm working on it more. All right. So yeah, can you hear a little better now? Things
Nah,
better?
it sounds the same. You think I should get off the camera? Is that what it is?
Nah, I don't think that's affecting me. So let me see if I have too much stuff up. But if you could hear me though, if you could just explain like I
There you
guess how
go.
long you've been making music,
There you
right?
go. I hear you loud and clear, more.
Islam brother. Yeah, so if you could just explain, let us know how long you've been making music, how long you've been been rapping.
Man, I've been rapping 30 plus years, man. Um, Real talk. I've been in the industry, or in and out of the music industry just about as long. So I'm what they call an OG in the game or a veteran, you know what I mean? But I definitely keep it young in spirit, um, relative to what's going on. And there's nothing more better going on than Moorish science right now. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said earlier, I was just able to intertwine the two, marry the two together, and just spit some masterful bars that more is like yourself and your queen. Y'all able to decipher that language, and we relate. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that whole album was about. But I've been rapping a long time. I mean, some people that really know hip hop, they can hear it in my music that I've been doing this a long time. But I say 30 plus years, man. I've been doing this.
Man, I feel you. Yeah, my wife is actually from Brooklyn. I'm from this little place called Toledo, Ohio, but
Oh, I'm
this like
familiar.
yeah,
I'm
this is
familiar.
our yeah, this is like our culture,
No doubt.
we vibing with it. And so yeah, like I'm definitely feeling the real hip hop. And one thing I wanted to ask you, just like how long have you been I guess aware that you are more? Like how long have you been on this I guess you could say on this pathway?
Yeah. So, I mean, I was what you would call conscious first. Like I started having. I always knew something wasn't right here spiritually. You know what I mean? That I knew about myself, and then I was blessed to be around the right people during the right time, and so I was conscious first. I started learning civics and law first, stuff like astrology. I started learning that stuff first. Uh, Grew up in Bobby Hemmett lectures. I'm talking about the days of 2 12-hour days. You know what I'm saying? No YouTube. We was just going in. So I'm a student of those days. And then the prophet found me around, I say around 2000. The prophet found me. You know what I'm saying? Where I really got into the science. I've always studied Moorish science, just didn't know it was Moorish science at the time. So when I mean by the prophet found me is when he brought the birthright and nationality piece to me, and then it was go time from there. So yeah, man, I would say about 2000 is really when I started getting into the science and elevating, through being a Moor Islam.
All right, Islam, brother. Gratitude for sharing that, bro. And one thing I wanted to say is like basically, it wouldn't make sense if it wasn't any MCs, representing as Moors because the music is supposed to be a representative of us, like where
Man,
we at, you know. It
man,
would just be like shocking, like why is nobody talking
man.
about this?
Did you see the smile on my face when you played that video of that them brothers in the Feds, Par and Self?
Yeah,
I forgot their name. I have seen that brother before though, but it puts a smile on my face when I see us in headdress. We still sharp and we spitting, and you could tell like if you're more, there's no doubt you real. Now you might be dealing with some lower self issues, but there's no doubt you're real if you're embracing your nationality and birthright. So you could feel that coming off. So yeah, that put a smile on my face, man. I love to see other brothers doing it like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just going to keep waking the people up.
Islam. Yeah, definitely,
Islam.
man. I agree with you on that. And I feel like it's necessary. Like, I don't, if you'd like to, if you can speak on this, pardon, pardon the
Nah,
dogs in the background.
it's all love.
If you could speak on this a little bit, I feel like, as a people, like we're more powerful maybe than we realize, and especially like with the power of words. Like there's this one Egyptian story, I forget which scroll it's from, but there was this hermit that lived off in the cut, and the king called for him to be brought to him because he heard that he had some of the knowledge of the ancients, and this was ancient Egypt, and he had them do a test where they chopped the duck's head off, the goose head off, separated the head and the body. He uttered some words, and the head and the goose came together. Now I know this could be metaphorical, but he also did some other things to exercise, mastery over the elements, just
That's
using the words, the speech.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, like we actually, I know this is metaphorical, but I feel like we actually physically have powers that we're not even understanding. And that's why, like, with the music that we make, it's really important that we put more heart and soul into it. Just what I'm feeling, coming from the music that you're putting out,
Indeed,
really
man.
representing.
Indeed, I appreciate that. And again, man, I'm honored for real to be on this platform, because me as a Moorish American, a Moor, we don't have many platforms like this where I can actually talk hip hop, and science and whatever else we want to build on, But this is a platform that's definitely missing. And as far as the music and the words, man, I mean, like, yeah, you and I, we know we're powerful, And we know we have certain aspects in ourselves that we can use to, heal, empower people, motivate people, right? So that's always my intent when I'm writing. You can ask every producer that worked for me. I don't rush, not because I don't know what to say, is that I'm careful what I say, because I know I'm spelling. I'm a firm believer in magic. I get down. And so, like, I don't play around with it. And that's one way I honor my ancestors, because, it's all coming from the heart. So with that being said, my intent is 10 feet, 10 toes down, is solid. So, yeah, man, music is one of the weapons that I can use without, catching any, the haters are going to hate, but I'm talking about, lawfully, They can't do nothing with that. So, yeah, I go in, man, I go deep, and I make sure that I reach brothers like you, and sisters like your queen, and many others like us, first and foremost. And then we just, we trickle on down. The elders and the babies. That's who I round for.
Islam, man, and we appreciate it, brother. Man, if you don't mind, I'd like to play one of your videos, and maybe we could speak about it a little bit.
Let's do it.
All right. Hey, real quick, Morris, if you don't hear any sound, just let me know in the chat.
Here at the Empire, we realized that, and it's funny because last night at service, what we built on was chapter 25 that speaks about never turning your back on another Moorish brother or sister. Islam? Islam.
Let the ink dim, paint an ill pic. Solid if you claim friendly.
Peace to the gods.
Let the ink dim, paint an ill pic. Solid if you claim friendly. On some real shit.
Wings spread wide, coming through angelic. Frankincense and myrrh be the essence, you can smell it. Rocking different color stones, niggas think I'm psychedelic. Asiatics can never be gods, let them tell it. Cosmetically groomed, suede blazer with suede shoes. Smooth, don't have to prove that I paid dues. My track record speaks for itself. You hear the language, the dignity you see me with now. Came in the game with, I hang with imperial nobles, wine Kenobis. Light bodies, etherically mobile, spiritual OGs. Riding around around knocking them oldies. Save homies like goalies. Adding degrees, those be my trophies. You sounding too far, just listen closely. Observing the scene, protecting the queen. Black Fez, tonight I'm on my mufti. You dirty boys ain't getting off the hook, see. I wanna study the path of a Sufi. Peace to brother Muhammad with the Kufi. Yeah.
Solid, y'all know what it is, man. On some real, y'all know how we do it, man. Muslim talk,
Supreme
solid if you claim friend.
Yeah.
On some real, let the ink limb. Ain't an ill pit.
Team
solid if you claim friend.
God freedom
On some
on the
real,
nine.
let the ink limb. Ain't an ill pit. Solid if you claim friend. On some real. Let the ink blim.
Islam
Ain't an ill pit. Solid if you claim friend.
Loving light to the
on
queen.
Some real ish. Let the ink blim.
Yeah.
Ain't an ill pit. Solid if you claim friend of me. On some real ish.
I knew some hoodlum brothers, some Muslim brothers. Now I live a Muslim custom. Islam, Allah, we trust them. The higher the self, the more at ease. You lying to self, you more like beast. Animal instinct, instinctively you feeding off the flesh. That's what's gonna bring you back here. The food and the sex, the foods and the text. Ignorance is bliss and blessed. Some get seduced by that kiss of death. Others resist arrest. I'm here to spit finesse, rocking ostrich feathers in my headdress. Been the king way before she said yes. Peace to Clarence 13X, that 5% was needed. At a time, knowledge receded from our pressing in the star. They confessing who we are. Allahu Akbar, now my family fear every time they see a cop car. Live from my coordinates, sword on hit, slaying insubordinates, privately or in front of an audience.
Let the ink blim. Ain't an ill pit.
Yeah.
Solid if you claim friend of me.
Peace to the king.
Let the ink blim.
Peace to the
Ain't an
lords.
ill pit.
You know what it is.
Solid if you claim friend of me. On some real ish. Let the ink blim. Ain't an ill pit. Solid if you claim friend of me. On some real ish. Let the ink blim. Ain't an ill pit. Solid if you claim friend of me. On some real ish.
Islam, brother. Before we
Islam.
speak on that video, just wanted to say two things. Like, first off, it feels good, like, to be able to hear something that you can actually vibe with, and not knocking anyone else that's making music, but a lot of that stuff is just corny. We not all selling drugs and killing folks and just like trying to sleep with everybody we can. Facts. And just monsters. We not all trying to be monsters
or beasts,
right?
Or any of that.
We not, right? Yeah, we not, exactly. Let me get a picture of the beast up here. We not all trying to be beasts,
right?
And that's like where we at. And so if you're not representing that, it's not really representing. But I'm saying, so like, it's good to hear something that you can actually vibe with, and you can see, like, from the, just from the chat, like, it's real. Like, the love is real. People really feeling it, man. I'm
not tuned into the chat right now, but I will in a second. I appreciate everybody tapping in and vibing on the chat, man. Islam.
Yeah. So, it's like, this is real. This is where we at. Like, maybe not all of us, but it needs to be more MCs like you doing this. And I think you will inspire other Moors, to be more confident to come out and just keep it real.
That's my mission.
It's like we can't all be trying to get high all the time.
That's my mission, more.
Yeah. And but yeah, I did just want to go on and open the floor so we can speak about that video. Any thoughts, anything you wanted to share about what went into that, making that, and just the imagery that's in there? Man, if you want, even I could fast forward to some certain parts or anything.
I mean, first off, that was one of them days you'll never forget in your life. You know what I mean? We had a lecture in Philadelphia with my brother Asir the Duke of Tears. Shout out to Asir the Duke of Tears and his Empress, 10,000 years, Selena, in the family. Shout out to them.
Shout out.
Yeah, we was down there, holding the guard up, with a lecture, and we decided just to shoot the video, guerrilla style, and that's my tribe, man. That's another thing. I was smiling watching that one. That's my tribe. Shout out to everybody in that video.
Yeah, if I could just add one more thing, is it's authentic, man. Feel like these are real people. It's not some some fake put together, you know, renting the Lambo.
That's real. Everything in that video was real. Those were all my brothers, still are. You know what I mean? I got love for each and every one of them. You know, and like I say in that part, you know, where I say I came into the game with this same nobility. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that's a part where I'm with Asir. The dignity I came in the game with, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. Yeah, like that's real. Because, you know, I started with the God, you know what I mean? Like we pretty much had the same big sister, same master teacher, so to speak. May she rest in peace. And so that's how I got to know the God, Asir. And so like we've been rocking that long, you know what I'm saying? And then we crossed the bridge into the science together almost, man. So like that line is powerful in that song to me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's real. I came in the game, the same brothers that I came in the game with, I'm still with them to this day. You know what I'm saying? And we've elevated through to the higher self where we're able to do some miraculous, incredible things, you know, not only through the music, through the arts, through you know, different products and herbs and things like that we might be tapping into, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? We masters at it. And so like that's what you see in this video. You see a group of masters. You know what I'm saying? You see a group of masters. You know, shout out to the great Navy. You know, just straight everybody in there was masters. It's masters. You know what I'm saying? And so like that's a memorable day.
Islam, brother. Gratitude for sharing. You know, if you don't mind, I'd like to play another video too. That's all right with you?
Of course, let's do it.
All right, let's go on and pull this up. Hang on. All right.
Free on the knot. The blackout.
A lot of comments about who's blacker than you are and who's blacker than she is. Blacker than thou.
Yo. Black is beautiful, but if you blackballed, you masked up. Can't see the light, they say black cats are bad luck. Black is a color, and we're not painted, stained, or varnished. With these black labels, our heritage remains tarnished. Black power made us all raise our black fist, but whoever did was soon put on the black list. Black people, where's your black flag unless you're killing roaches? You say you black and you proud, but yet we're not the closest. Emotions are high when we become a black target. If it's illegal, it moves, then it's on the black market. Bad guys wear black, that's some color of law shit. Black means dead, that was the pledge on your mortgage. We wear black at funerals to honor the deceased. If you don't fit in with family, then you're the black sheep. The fear of a black planet made us all public enemy. It's like we in a black hole absorbing all the energy. The blackout. Where were you when the lights went out? Is it too dark to know who you are? To see where you at? Who's to blame for the fade to black? Blackout. Where were you when the lights went out? Is it too dark to know who you are? To see where you at? Nah, our ancestors never said they was black. Black entertainment, most of it's ran by Europeans and Jews, so they control the news and what you see in black girls rock. Excuse me, miss, that's a misnomer. Peep the stores in our hood, most of them no black owner, no more black Wall Streets. They lit it up in flames. Ever since that terrorism, black biz ain't been the same. Call the White Sox black Sox for throwing games and gambling. Most black quarterbacks, they got the niggas scrambling. Kobe's the black mamba, a venomous snake. To have them call us black anything, tremendous mistake. They say black magic is evil, black fathers believe you. You've become so black, the world barely sees you. Blaxploitation, some think it's more likely blacks fail. See the extortion, some would say it's blackmail. Black water from black rain, you see the pain. Black man and woman, black love went up in black flames. It's the blackout. Where were you when the lights went out? Is it too dark to know who you are? To see where you at? Who's to blame for the fade to black? The blackout.
There are a lot of comments about who's blacker than you are and who's blacker than she is. Blacker than thou.
Islam, brother.
Islam.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah.
If you want to speak on that at all, just let us know what the blackout was about.
Yeah, man. Before I go there, shout out to Ja Freedom.
my brother, my producer. He did Muslim Talk and he did Blackout. You know what I'm saying? And we got Self-Medicate out now. Go cop that on all your streamings or go to my Bandcamp. You know what I'm saying? More of that ADEP flow. Y'all know what it is, man. So Blackout, you know, well, I mean, you know, self-explanatory. I'm just letting our people know that, you know, that's not who we are. You know what I'm saying? We more than the color. We more than the labels they put on us. And I just had fun playing with the word black and, you know, different word play in the flow. Ja made that beat specifically for me, so I really wanted to go in and do something crazy. And so, you know, I'm from New York. And I remember the blackouts, you know what I'm saying? So that's what came to mind when I heard that beat. It was like, oh, it's time to black out. And so I just, you know, again, married the two. And that's what you see, man. And the video's dope. Shout out to Adrian Nice. You know what I'm saying? Just another dope vibe, another dope visual, man. And I'm glad you're vibing to it. And shout out to everybody else who's tapping into that. Muslim Talk, Blackout, Medulla Oblongata rap. Go to my Bandcamp. Go check it out if you haven't already heard.
Islam, brother. Yeah, that was definitely powerful. I don't know what's going on.
Saying they can't hear us more.
Yeah. It look like YouTube tried to hit us with a copyright. It's still live though, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that works, but yeah, that's wild.
Okay, we back.
Okay, so yeah, man, we gonna keep going regardless, man. Earlier, you know, you had mentioned something. I just wanted to show this picture to people. You know, we're not trying to be this, right? Can y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
Let me blow that up a little bit. We not trying to be the nigger, right? Nigger, nigga, don't care how you spell it. Y'all see that where it says the troglodyte nigger?
Troglodyte.
That's the troglodyte nigger. It's a beast.
That's right.
Right. So when the prophet told us a nigger's a beast, a four-legged beast, it's a beast, you know? And I mean, that's not even our ancestry, right?
No.
So why are we trying to wear this badge proudly and take that on? And so, like, that's what I was saying earlier, you know, the music feels great. It hits the soul because we not all with that corny mess. We not all trying to be niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We not all trying to vibe on that beast mode, that beast code, whatever program it is, you know?
Right.
So, I mean, like, man, it's great what you're doing. And, you know, I appreciate that Blackout too, because that's like deprogramming, you know?
Indeed.
Let it be known what that black is really about.
Indeed.
And it's got to be done, man. And,
for
you know, I
elders
think.
And the babies. Indeed.
Yeah, it's got to be done.
You know, like I said, the intent is real. So, you know, I'm definitely trying to wake people up with the words, but at the same time, letting them know that it's still hip hop. You know, hip hop has a certain energy to it, which is why it's under attack the way it is, right? It has a certain energy to it. It has a certain vibration to it that has been distorted. And so, like, I'm one of a few. It's a few of us. I'm one of a few brothers and sisters that vibe to that, that's still in tune with that original vibration and energy that hip hop, you know, installed in us. And so you compare that, or you marry that with the higher self and knowledge of self, and in a strong tribe around you. You know what I'm saying? This is what you get. You know, same what you doing with your platform. You know what I'm saying? That's not, you're not doing that alone. It's you know what I'm saying? I'm sure it's some people helping you and allowing you to spread your wings and do this great work.
Oh, for sure, more. And that's, you know, that's how it, you know, it has to be. Teamwork makes the dream work. And, you know, man, it's great too, hearing it, you know, like the sister said in here, the whole Moore project was fire, you know, made specifically for Moors, you know, something specifically for us, man. You know, it's about time, brother, and we feeling it. And I'm not saying that as a knock to the other brothers and sisters doing it too.
Not
like,
at all.
Much love to all of them, because like, this is what we need, you know? And, I think the message is spreading, you know, slowly. It's getting out there. It's waking people up, you know, but just being honest. Yeah, just being honest about the situation. Like, anybody that was actually tapped into our community, even if it was like an outsider or a foreigner, they would see, this thing going on with every now and then. I mean, you never know who understands or is aware of their nationality.
That's right.
If all you got to do is pop on your fez or turban and walk around, somebody's gonna say Islam.
Indeed.
So we out there, and people, your family members, everybody knows someone who's a Moor because it's real.
That's right.
It's real without any promotion, without a bunch of resources behind it. It's spreading.
Yeah, it's in the blood. It's in the blood, right? So we all come. We one of the things when we all decided to come back here, when we all fell here, one of the things, the main thing we got to do is remember. We got to remember that we were these divine people. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say when the prophet found me, because I was lost, just like we all were, till that knowledge or that individual or that book or whatever it is that inspires you to get on this path. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, man, we magical people. So that's the way I move. I feel like that's the way we all should be moving as Moors. And slowly but surely we getting there. You know what I mean? We definitely getting there. I will tell you this, the work is being done. You know what I'm saying? In private, the work is being done. Shout out to all the Moors that's putting in the work. Shout out to the Sultanate, Y Alma de Canos Estados. You know what I mean? Imperial Foreign Ministry, the work is being done.
Yeah.
And all other Moorish factions out there that's in honor with the Prophet. And doing it the way the Prophet designed for us to do it, in line with the 5 principles, our divine creed. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we're gonna keep the flags waving here on this land forever. It's in the blood. That's all it is. It's in the blood. So, even the ones that are not awoke yet, so to speak, just to use that word, right? It's in their blood. They just haven't, they haven't remembered yet. Some of them never will remember. Well, that's what the music's for. That's what your platform is for, right? So that, I'm sure somebody's gonna wake up tonight and be like, yo, I knew it. I knew something, you know what I mean? And that's what this is all about, man. There's nothing is, the same way and when you flip the coin when you're dealing with the entertainment industry, that's what that's all about. That's why I tell people, that's not for you. That's a whole other arena. They talking a whole other language. They deal with blood a whole different way. You know what I mean? This is dealing with DNA and our ancestors, our language, our blood, our land, all of that. That's what makes this beautiful, bro.
Yeah, and it's powerful, and I'm saying it's needed because, like for me, I was born in 1980, right? So I'm 42, and I grew up like with hip hop. That's all that I know,
Right.
and so like that's the culture that we had, and like for me, I grew up in Memphis, Tennessee, and like coming up, with 3 6 Mafia and Project Pat and all that, like we were lost. We thought man criminal or we associated that with masculinity, a lot of things, just like, and that's what we accepted as our culture, even to the point where we thought it was cool to be, to be savage. It's cool to be dangerous, to be untrustworthy, all of these things. It's fun being savage,
Yeah.
And that's really where it is now. Like, maybe it's even worse now. And so like, we need to know, people need to know that we have our own culture. And that doesn't mean that you can't express yourself and do what you need to do, but that we have our own culture. If you don't mind, like I saw this brother, and it's not an attack on this brother, 21 Savage, but I saw a video of him, and it looked like he was conflicted because maybe like the killings in Atlanta have been increasing, and he was, saying for people to put the guns down, but then at the same time looked like he was conflicted because he's like, I'm gonna still make music about whatever I want. This don't have any effect on that, and so it's not an attack on him, but just like, I would just like to, hear any words that you would have to say just about like the current state of hip hop, and just music in general, especially what they call urban music.
Yeah. Appreciate the question. The current state of hip hop. Well, let's start with that brother first, man. Talented young brother. He doing his thing in the arena that he's doing it in, right?
Yeah.
But we on the outside looking in, especially our babies, our children, right? We are getting some real low lower level mixed imagery and things like that. And so like when these brothers come on news like that and they're conflicted, you know, between the high and lower self, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, with them indictments that's coming down in Atlanta, a lot of those dudes are trying to clean up now and say and do the right things, you know what I'm saying? I'll say to the young people, man, you know, the state of hip hop as it stands right now, it's not hip hop. It's a hybrid form of really what our culture is about. I'm gonna say that again, and I'm talking to the young G's, the young men and women. You know, the current state of hip hop as it stands right now is not hip hop. I can take you places and show you people that are not like this and they're doing hip hop on a high level, and salute to them. You got to understand there's an agenda going on, and I'm sure you do, right? But I'm talking to the people. You know, we got to understand there's an agenda going on. They don't care about no hip hop nor our culture. Obviously, that's just not a small piece of it, but it is a small piece of it when you consider how big of a giant we are, right? Hip hop is a major part of us, but they've subjugated our women and our nationality and our birthright. So you know they don't give a damn about our music, right? So that's why, you know, you can have somebody like R. Kelly, who was a major contribution to our culture and what we call music. And because he chose to be a part of that, he got caught, and that's what the people see.
Yeah.
You understand? But that's not music. And like I said again, the current state of hip hop, that's not hip hop. A lot of those dudes are not MCs. A lot of those dudes, they don't know what it's like to rock with a DJ. They don't know what it's like to sit in sessions. You know what I'm saying? That's hip hop.
Yes.
That's hip hop. The camaraderie, you know what I'm saying? We grew up in, you know, I'm older than you, but we grew up in the same era.
Yeah.
We grew up in the same energy. So you and I both know it was not safe then. It was more dangerous then than it is now, obviously because of the cameras and, you know, the quickening, everything is so much faster now, right?
Yeah.
But it was dangerous when we came up, but we felt safe in the presence of hip hop as it was back then, because it wasn't as much killing. It wasn't as much drugs, right? You had your posses and your crews and you had your little flare-ups and you know, I'm from Brooklyn and I seen it, you know what I'm saying? It happened in every borough, happened in every city, every state. But it wasn't what it is now. You know, so like the current state of hip hop, you know, to answer that question in the realest way that I can, the current state of hip hop has never been better. Just go cop that Self-Medicate. Kil Ripkin, John Freedom out now. Go cop that Medulla Oblongata rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The More album. There's countless other MCs. There's countless other producers, DJs. The DJs are tapping back into the real now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we can't let the 21 Savages and the Little this and the Beast that, you know, fool us. They got a job to do. You feel me?
Yeah.
They got a job to do. And so do we. So do we. There's two sides. There's you know, there's the coin got two sides.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so they can't stop us from doing us.
Can't stop us. Never.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, and I think the only way that they could try to, you know, to keep this going is try to dangle, you know, money in front of people or the opportunity to potentially make some money.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
You know, like we at the end of the day, we have way more power than we think. You know?
Yeah.
So I agree with you, brother.
They've done that. They waved the bag. You know what I'm saying? I'm a noble. You know what I'm saying? High degree noble. You know, independent, fearless. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, I don't let money sway me in ways that I ain't trying to go.
Yeah.
You know, the prophet already got it laid out for us. We wealthy beyond wealth. It's the other things we gotta continue to work on so then we could connect the dots. And then we never have to have that conversation about currency again.
Yeah.
That's why I don't put money, you know, as my headlights. It's a passenger or it's in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a necessity.
Yeah.
You know? It's a necessity.
but there's other things that have to be done solidly for you to even receive that currency in a way where you can even enjoy it. Most of the people with money, they not even enjoying it.
Yeah.
The money gods ain't letting them enjoy it because of the way they brought it to them.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely feel you on that. And you know, I think it's time for, you know, for more of us to start coming forward and representing for real. And like I already said this, but I think you and some of the other Moors that are holding it down, like, you know, actually making good music and representing, being their authentic selves, is going to give some more people confidence, you know, to come out and do it. Because,
Indeed.
you know, that's what's necessary, you know, is the music, like, you know, you can just see from some of the comments in here, it's like therapy, you know. But if it's like therapy, like just like your album cover, you can't be pumping stuff that's bad for you, right?
Man,
it's bad for your health. Even the vibratory rate, right, that the music is at, is bad for your health. Everything's bad for you. So yeah, I agree with that. We gotta self-medicate.
They got them bobbing on that bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They love it down there. They love it down there.
Yeah, yeah. And so that's, I mean, for just to add to what the brother's saying, with having us vibing at the bottom, man. Look, if you know, if we're not aware of what's going on, man, that program, whether people realize it or not, this is pumping all savagery, you know, just drugs, you know, sex, murder, you know, that's just keeping us stuck in that lower self.
Well, you know why though?
Yeah.
You know why? You know what I mean? God is never more present on the planet than right now than he's ever been.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they got to counter that with the you know, with the beasts and the demons and the, you know what I'm saying, and whatever else you want to call it. They gotta try to balance it out or conquer that energy with that, because this is the greatest time to be alive is right now.
Yeah.
That's why you and I are having this conversation on your beautiful platform, so other modes can hear two nobles chopping it up over hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And so like this is the best time to be alive. So of course they're gonna go hard. I laugh at them. You know what I'm saying? When I'm conversating with the nobles and we building, we laugh at them. You know what I'm saying? Because they swinging for the fences every time they get up. They trying to hit home runs because, you know, they know it's over for them. I got a song on the Moore album called "It's Over."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then that's basically the dirt on the grave right there for them.
Yeah. Yeah. And I definitely agree with you there, man. I was just about to say right before you said that, you know, this is a very interesting time to be here, to be alive, you know, and definitely
they know that. They know that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the whole pandemic was, to slow it all down. You know what I mean? The quickening was our world. You know what I'm saying? The prophet's forerunner, the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey, he said, "You're gonna see me in the whirlwind. Look for me in the whirlwind." Well, we've been in these last couple of years has been the whirlwind. You know what I'm saying? And that's been the quickening. That's been just shooting us to a higher level quicker than, you know what I'm saying, we ever dreamed of. People are getting knowledge and you know, awakening at such a speed now that it's, you know, where, you know, for us, we was in the chambers for years. You know what I'm saying? We was reading books and looking at DVDs and for years, listening to tapes.
Yeah.
Where now they can go right to your show, hear another guest you had that's dropping them jewels, and then boom, it's on for them. This is where we at now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they can try, but they can't stop us, you know, because we seen and unseen. The same with them, but see the scene with them, they're not as powerful as us who are seen Islam. So, you know, and I know that's art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just what it is. So yeah, man, it's a beautiful time. It's an interesting time, but it's also a time for work. Let's work. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
We got to put in the work.
Definitely. I'm with you on that. Somebody in the chat said they have a question. Feel free to ask your question. Do you mind if we play another video?
You know I don't, More. Let's jam. Let's do it.
All right. Well, you know what? First, before we do that, let's see. The brother had a question. He said, "What if we start calling so-called white people by their slave terms, serfs and slaves, Slavs?" All right. And yeah, I mean, definitely. If you want to hit on that, go ahead. But I mean, I definitely see what you did there. You know, it don't make any sense for us to be calling ourselves by a name that was created to remove us from the family of humans. Makes no sense at all. And if
So,
you want to talk on that, feel free, brother.
so the brother was asking me, what if we called them that?
Yeah.
I mean, how about we don't call them anything?
Islam.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like for me, they here, but they don't exist to me. They not in my way of the work. I'm not on that white man, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? That was in my 80s programming. You know what I'm saying? Where I grew up, that was my environment. I was put through the slavery chambers early. So like, I don't give them that power, and neither should you, bro, that asked the question. I mean, no disrespect. I hope I'm answering it the right way. You know what I'm saying? But I don't label them. I don't.
I feel you.
They, you know what I mean? They hear almost by. I don't know. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice.
Yeah. I mean, I'll keep it higher. Like we not looking to down anyone. We don't have to down anyone in order to be who we are. And like, I just look at it from a hypothetical perspective. Like, what if the tables was turned and we were calling them by their slave names, just like how it was done to us. Like you see this picture. This picture is from the book, A Negro, a Beast, or in the Image of God, and you see the Negro over there in the shadows, out of the direct line of kinship with God. Like that's not something that should be done to anyone.
Right.
Right. And why would we want to flip it and then have that come back on our, ancestors? So like, it's ridiculous even for us, man, to have the awareness to know we descend from the creators of civilization. Why would we even entertain that mess?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of hard to flip it and say, what if they were in our shoes, right?
Yeah.
Because only us could have been put in this position.
Oh yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? This story can only be told with us as the leading man and woman.
Yep.
It couldn't be no other way around. Like somebody else that would have been in our shoes, they would have been crumbled. They would have been extinct.
Yeah. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows. Nobody else can survive it.
Only us melanated Moors could have gone through what we've gone through and continue to go through what we go through because we built for it.
Yeah.
Some know it, some don't, but we are built for it. It is encoded in our DNA. It is what we came here to be, warriors and fighters and rebels, and you know what I'm saying? When you talk about the word murder, that comes from the word myrrh. You know what I'm saying? So we was putting in that work early. But we was doing it in the form of justice, not just out here murdering people. You understand? So, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. We just got to get back on that justice platform for all of our principles to be exact. But yeah, man, it's no one could have lived out this story but us.
Oh, definitely. And we know, just like with what you're saying, we know without a foe, a soldier never knows his strength. So this couldn't have been put on anyone else if they weren't capable enough, from the and it's happening right now, regardless of what's getting thrown at us. Man, I have this story that I tell a lot. Like my granddad told me how, like, just to show some of the things that have been done to us, how like growing up in Tennessee, like, his father had land, they had the farm, and he was witnessing the people, like the local government, coming through and telling them that they couldn't use the seeds that they were using anymore. Now you got to use these seeds now. Wow. You got to use this fertilizer. Right. And they started doing that stuff way back in like the 1940s.
Wow.
30s. So you can imagine like how modified the food has been now. And so all these things have been done, that the chemtrails, all of these things are being done, and it still ain't stopping nothing.
Nope.
It ain't stopping nothing, bro.
Nope. And that's just what it is. That's just ought. It's just what it is. Arm, leg, arm, head. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. And that's the beauty in it for me. That's what keeps me going. For real. Like, that's what gives me that resiliency, that vigor to keep going. Knowing that I'm cut from that cloth. I come from that source. I'm of that principle. You know what I'm saying? And from that principle.
and you know, that's how we got to keep moving, man. You know, at least that's how I do it.
Islam, brother. Yeah, so you already know I agree. Wanted to go ahead and play one more video.
Word.
Hang on a second, brother. Let me get this up.
Yo, shout out to all the Moors tuning in, everybody tuning in, man. I appreciate y'all.
Puis reprise, armée du ciment des églises, masque fantasque presque casque,
We about to spark it up.
soleil d'un beau monégasque.
Yeah. Supreme forces. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Straight powerful team spirit. Chuck, we back at it, baby. Yup. Rip. Listen, I handle things differently than most. Vibing on some high power shit. If I was you, I get a dose. Grab a seat, pen and pad, take notes. Brace for the shift, many become disembodied. Adios, this is first-hand manuscript. The flow's powernomics, phonics. So you all get the boom from my sonic. I'm on it. Rashenku is so influential, mental. So we sent you when building up your temple. Simple, peace, God, what you into? Maintaining, or you struggling with Wonderland, the pain's raining. Down heavy like the weight of a levee. Heads ain't ready, yet the warfare's deadly. Edgy, demon plagues got them smoking up the Reggie. Drinking up the liquors while the light code flickers. They still doing nigga shit, hanging with them niggas. They don't stay compensated when the universe delivers that power. Powerful impact. Whoever lost their breath now are getting they win back. Powerful impact. Balance gotta keep it all intact. Say it, this is powerful in fact. Powerful impact. With love, so this power I send back. Wherever my family and friends at. Powerful impact. With love, so this power I send back. Wherever my family and friends at. Powerful impact. More elements than the periodic table. Can you feel it? It got a hole on your label. Third rail flow, touch it and the shit getting fatal. Look alive, son. I got the skills that'll raise you. I'm a head of my class. Come here, let me grade you. Let me show you how they already slaved you. Only crumbs they gave you. Living slummy, grew up on public money. True. Now it's return to the guards, unwrap the mummies. Yeah, slept for thousands. Niggas in the underground browsing. Yeah, I seen it all from public housing. Grew up on that MOP, that BCC. Now I'm expressing the trust, for real, trust me. And frequently I taps in the other frequencies. Say grace then eat MCs. Nigga, please, you fucking with that X-File to Hootie flow. You witnessing science in the studio. Power is my duty, yo. Powerful impact. Whoever lost their breath now are getting they win back. Powerful impact. Balance gotta keep it all intact. Say it, this is powerful in fact. Powerful impact. With love, so this power I send back. Wherever my family and friends at. Powerful impact. With love, so this power I send back. Wherever my family and friends at. Powerful straight impact. Power. I was born to a rhythm of music. Threefold energy fuses. What a soulful transition, the root of my ambition. Never ran bitching in lieu of my plan switching. New money coming, the palm of my hands itching. I know it's for me, they say a person's hands tell a story. I've been training my mind to reshape my frame and design. Get in control so the claiming is mine. All them niggas sound the same when they rhyme. No water in them dry bones on the microphone. With my omnipresent flow, catch me in more than one zone. I'm everywhere, true and living documented. Yeah, they starting to see it now, for real, goddess, I can sense it. Even though they act senseless, it's realer than receive that. Talking about that power, if you feel it, give me feedback. Let me know you need that. Powerful impact. Whoever lost their breath now are getting they win back. Powerful impact. Balance gotta keep it all intact. Say it, this is powerful in fact. Powerful impact. With love, so this power I send back. Wherever my family and friends at. Powerful impact. With love, so this power I send back. Wherever my family and friends at. Powerful impact.
Powerful impact.
Brother, man. Yo, I appreciate you. I appreciate what you're doing. You know
you,
what,
brother.
Moors? If you come back to the video, I'll have the links in the description where you can get
Appreciate it.
You can get all the albums from. So we'll have that in the description if you come back later. I'm just gonna put the album covers up on the screen though, just so you can see the
Appreciate you,
title. You can go look those up. Yeah, man, Moors need to hear this. I think it's a lot of people out here that feel like me, like we looking for that. You know, we looking for something that actually represents us, and you know what I'm saying. Like the Moors got to know because
Well, look,
you know,
man, I got more heat coming on that vibe. You know what I'm saying? I got some joints with my brother Kai Zodiac. Shout out to Kai Zodiac. You know what I'm saying? We got some incredible heat coming down. You know what I'm saying? I got more coming. No pun intended, but I got more coming, man. More good vibrations. I love what I'm doing. I love doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? And as long as I could get to connect with good people like you more, it's worth it. It's worth it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's for. That's what it's for. It's to connect. It's to, you know, magnetically draw myself to people, like-minded people. You know what I'm saying? That's you know, talking my language or understand my language. You know what I'm saying? And I understand theirs. And we moving in the same direction. That's what it's about.
Islam,
so I appreciate
brother.
you more, really. Gratitude to you, bro.
Islam, brother.
You, man, real talk.
Yeah, word, man. Gratitude, brother. Appreciate you. And I think what you're doing, man, I don't even know if you realize how powerful it is. I mean, you may, but like you, I'm sure you do. You know, our music travels around the world, brother. We lived overseas for a couple years, and I mean, I see how like the music, you know, all over the world. And so like we really, you know, I mean, our main focus is to get our own communities intact. But like this, you know, this is one of the ways we can have a positive impact on the world. You know, and there's Moors in London and all types of places who, you know what I'm saying, who are vibing with it. And man, I was just speaking like the other week to a Moor in Trinidad. You know what I'm saying? Word. So it's like, you know, word, like it's real. We have a, you know, powerful impact on the world. So, man, brother, just want to thank you for what you're doing. We are about to go ahead and shut things down, but
I
definitely.
Appreciate it. And real quick, man, I see everybody in the chat showing me love, man. You know, I ain't good at this tech stuff, but I see y'all. Love and light to y'all. I appreciate it all. I appreciate the love. Y'all keep elevating to the higher self. Don't let nothing distract you in these days from that. And we'll keep meeting, you know, till the minds meet again. That's what it's all about. Yo, brother Sharif, man, you one of the best to do it. Keep doing it. Keep bringing Moors together. Keep bringing the elevator to your show. And watch what happens, Moor. Like you said, this was divine time. We've been on each other's radar for years, man. The Moor album is not a new album, but it's an album that kind of went under the radar, I think, just because of the energy that was going on the planet at the time. But it was definitely an arrow shot at the Moors, shot at their heart with good intent.
Yeah.
And I hope, you know, music is timeless. It's like a boomerang. It does come back around. So let's see if it hit them this time, man. And if it do, it's going to be big thanks to people like you, Moor. So again, I appreciate you.
Man, gratitude, brother. Yeah, that album is definitely right on time, you know? So, yeah, like you said, it doesn't even matter when it was put out. It's right on time, right on the pulse. And so, yeah, gratitude. I appreciate you, brother. You know, I'm sure we'll do this again. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. And the Moors, too, if you like that song on that commercial for the Fezzes, right, it's a Moorish American Fez company. Yeah, that's this brother's song, right? More Fezzes. That's on the same album. That's right. Yeah.
You know, we need more fezzes, more turbans.
Yeah.
More tarbooshes, more headdresses, more everything.
Yeah, definitely. So, man, I'm with you on that, Moors. We're going to get on out of here. Make sure you come back to the video. Check out the links. We'll have his brother's links in the description. And on that note, we're going to go ahead and close out. Peace and love, everybody.
Peace.